Hi everyone, we'll start with questions in English and then we will carry on with national language. Questions in English first. Chris, go ahead.
Salut Stefanos, well done. Last year in the fourth round, you lost to Stan Wawrinka in a heartbreaking match and you were asked what you hope to learn from today's defeat. And at the time you said your mind was so empty, you couldn't even think, you don't know. So now I ask you, what do you learn from those tough defeats, or do you just need to forget them?
That's a tricky question. Look, I haven't been thinking about this match a lot, to be honest. But for sure, it's somewhere in the back of my head because it happened. It's an event that took place in the past, so you cannot avoid it. What I've learned, I need matches like this in my career. I think we all need matches like this in our career. And I'm sure Stan had plenty of matches like this in his career, and he learned as well. And of course, it went his way in that match and not my way. By that I mean he walked away with a win and I didn't. So there's plenty to learn from it. I think it's also that match was a bit of luck too, I won't lie. It was 1-2 points if I was a bit more lucky, let's say, because my skill was there. It was just few shots that didn't go in and they were very close, trust me. So yeah, you just have to look back in these moments, and of course you're gonna learn a lot from them, but not take them too serious.
Jonathan?
Stefanos, there are lots of famous Greek philosophers, Aristotle, Socrates, Plato, Pythagoras, but I don't think any of them played tennis as well as you do. So I would like to know, what's your philosophy about the way you want to play tennis? And as a deep thinker yourself, how deep do you think you can go here at Roland Garros this year?
I don't know. I don't know until this tournament is over. I don't think I know how deep I have the opportunity to go here. Just play tennis and forget the rest.
Simon?
Yeah, hi Stefanos. On the subject of yesterday's match involving Alexander Zverev, he came to the court with a fever of 38. Do you think that was maybe irresponsible in terms of the risk of infecting other players?
Infecting other players? Was he COVID positive?
He wasn't positive, but he had a fever. He said afterwards he had a fever and he had a bad throat. He was struggling to talk in the press conference.
Really?
He hadn't been tested for 4 days.
I really don't know. I'm sorry. I don't think that's my business. It's his business. Sorry.
Craig Gabriel?
Steph, what are your thoughts going into the next match against Andrei Rublev? So it's just a few days ago you played him in the Hamburg final, which was a great match. Your thoughts going into this one being at a major now?
Well, Andrei, we grew up playing together, and he has improved a lot. And we've played each other many times. I think he has a positive record against me. So going inside that match in 2 days, it is very important for me to take this opportunity and fight harder this time and maybe do something better. I know he's a tough cookie to, as Babsi once said. He's going to be difficult to play against. He has a very complete, solid game from all the departments. He has improved a lot his serve. So He relies a lot on his power. He has very powerful shots. We share a similar game style, I would say. Mine would probably be more like coming to the net, using a bit more the angles. So yeah, he's a very challenging player to play against, and I think he for sure brings the best out of me when I step out on the court to play against him.
Nate.
Hi, Stefanos. Speaking of playing your best game, you had a tough start in the first round with the 5 sets, but you're winning in straights now. So what has the key difference been between your first match and getting to the quarterfinals here?
Well, every match counts. When I go out on the court, every match has its own value, its own worth, and it was a very good lesson for me, the first round match. And obviously, you do want to avoid as much as possible situations like this. I think I was just more awakened on the court and more responsible of what I was doing, and that is also the reason why I've been doing so well in the last 9 sets that I've played, and my game is very aggressive. My game is there. My understanding of what I should do is relatively correct and accurate. So as I said, it's going to be a difficult challenge. I'm not expecting things to get easier from this point for sure. Every single round is going to be more difficult than the previous one, and it doesn't mean that if things are this way right now, they're going to be a different way later or tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. It's I keep learning every day, and I think in applying that to my game as much as possible, being responsible and being aware of all of my choices and the decisions on the court.
Ben.
Stefanos, hello. I wanted to ask you about Yannick Sinner, who you were one of the first people to play on tour when he had his first tour event in Rome last year. And then you played him again in Rome this year. And I'm wondering just what you've seen in him, his improvement, because obviously he's been a very quick arrival from starting out on tour to being already in his first Grand Slam quarterfinal.
He's a very talented player and very calm on the court. He has big shots, big ground strokes. He's tall, and of course that helps a lot with his serve. Back when I played him last year, I think he was very skinny from what I remember, and wasn't as solid as he is now on the movement from right to left. And that was something that I paid attention to when playing him last year. And since then, he has improved a lot in that department, and I'm sure he has put in a lot of work to become the player that he is today. And for sure, we can see a great future, and see him do good things in the circuit. I will not be surprised if he has good wins against the top 5 and the top 3. Why not? He has a very big game, a very talented player, and he I think is a hard hitter as well, which makes it difficult. Yeah.
Last one, Eli.
Hi, Stefanos. Congratulations on your win. Stefanos, we're having a debate on the RG Live at Roland Garros show tonight about social media and whether players should do more or less during slams on social media. What's your opinion on the topic?
It's a very interesting topic. Me personally, I don't really use social media during slams. I try and avoid using any forum or any app that is linked to social media. I think it keeps me more sane. And some of the social media, Twitter, for example, can be very toxic and just too much information, honestly. You don't want to be thinking about stuff like this when you're on the court. So I might update sometimes my Instagram, you know, for all the fans and all the people that came out that day to support me, and obviously show some love and appreciation to what I do. Social media is important, you know. Obviously, it's your brand. You can't really avoid that. It is your brand, and you're someone who can influence people through social media. The only thing is that you have to do it the right way and not overuse the platform. There are some debates about social media, as you said, and I think when you spend countless hours per day scrolling through your social media, of course, it's not healthy for you and for your mental health as well. And for me, it has been the case in plenty of times, and especially during quarantine. I found myself using a lot social media, which is not as pleasant of an experience as people think it is. You just have to use everything with regulation and not overdo things. I think that's the basic rule of life. Keep a balance in your life. And especially, again, I want to say that the hate that you receive sometimes on social media can make it a very uncomfortable and very bad experience to be out there. So sometimes it's not bad to be silent.
Thank you very much, guys. Vicky, national language, 3 questions.
Καλησπέρα Στέφανε.
Καλησπέρα, Vicky.
Μπράβο για σήμερα.
Ευχαριστώ.
Συνεχίζεις να σπάς τα ρεκόρ. Το έχεις υπόψη σου ότι είσαι ο πρώτος Έλληνας στην ιστορία που καταφέρει να περάσει τα προημιτελικά του Ρολάν Γκαρός?
Υπήρχε κάποιος άλλος ο οποίος έφτασε...
Είχε περάσει στις 16 το 36. Μιλάμε για όλη την ιστορία του τένις.
Για όλη την ιστορία του Ρολάν Γκαρός, οκ. Σίγουρα, ωραίο ρεκόρ, ας το πούμε. Αλλά τα μάτια μου είναι σε μεγαλύτερους στόχους από αυτό. Ξανά θέλω να πω ότι είναι μεγάλη ευχαρίστηση και μεγάλη τιμή που μπορώ και εκπροσωπώ τα ελληνικά χρώματα στο χώρο του τένις. Και σίγουρα νομίζω αυτό που κάνω δεν έχει μόνο... δεν συμβάλλει μόνο στο χώρο του τένις, αλλά και στο χώρο του αθλητισμού της χώρας μας. Η σημερινή νίκη σημαίνει πάρα πολλά για μένα. Ο αντίπαλός μου είναι ένας παίκτης ο οποίος έχει κάνει πολύ καλές νίκες, έχει μέχρι στιγμής μια πολύ καλή καριέρα. Οπότε η νίκη αυτή σημαίνει πολλά και έπρεπε να έχω πολύ... έπρεπε να υπήρχε γενικά πολλή επιμονή και υπομονή στο σημερινό αγώνα και αυτός συνέβαλε στη σημερινή μου νίκη επίσης.
Έχεις χάσει 2 φορές από το Ρούμπλεφ. Μία πέρυσι στο US Open, μία φέτος στο Αμβούργο. Σε έχει πεισμώσει αυτό καθόλου?
Με έχει πεισμώσει πάρα πολύ και θα το δώσω σαν ευκαιρία να μπορέσω να παίξω καλύτερο τένις και να ελπίζω να πάνε τα πράγματα καλύτερα στον μεθαυριανό αγώνα.
Μιλώντας για ήττες, αν μπορούσες να γυρίσεις το χρόνο πίσω και να ξαναπαίξεις ένα παιχνίδι που έχεις χάσει, ποιο θα ήταν αυτό?
Δύσκολη ερώτηση αυτή. Ποιο παιχνίδι ήταν το πιο σημαντικό, φαντάζομαι, της καριέρας μου, δεν ξέρω. Είχα πολλούς τελικούς και πολλά παιχνίδια τα οποία ήταν εξίσου σημαντικά. Ας πούμε, κάποιο παιχνίδι στο οποίο έπεσα πάρα πολύ κοντά και σκόνταψα προς το τέλος. Κάποιο παιχνίδι που θα μπορούσα...
Με τον Τζόριτς ίσως?
Σίγουρα με τον Τζόριτς ήταν ευκαιρία να πάω καλύτερα στο US Open. Μάλλον αυτό, ναι. Ας πάρουμε αυτό, να μην το πολύ σκεφτόμαστε.
Ναι. Το μάτι σου τι έχεις, οκ?
Μια χαρά ήταν προς το τέλος του αγώνα. Απλώς πολλές φορές δακρύζω από το ένα μάτι και δεν έχω καταλάβει ακόμα περί τίνος πρόκειται. Θα πάω να δω το γιατρό σε λίγο.
Υπάρχει περίπτωση να είναι από το χώμα?
Μπορεί να είναι από το χώμα, από τις κρύες συνθήκες, δεν ξέρω ακόμα. Αλλά θα μάθω σύντομα.
Αλλά είσαι εντάξει τώρα?
Τώρα νιώθω καλά, ναι. Είναι μόνο όταν βγαίνω έξω να παίξω.
Α, ωραία. Είδα και τη διαφήμιση σου σήμερα στον αέρα. Είναι πάρα πολύ ωραία.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ. Πολύ ωραία διαφήμιση, ναι, και το μήνυμα που περνάμε έχει να κάνει και με την προσωπικότητά μου.
Το μήνυμα της οικογένειας, αυτό εννοείς?
Αυτό, ναι.
Ωραία. Εντάξει, Στέφανε, ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.
Ευχαριστώ, Βίκη. Να περνάς καλά.
Thank you, Stefano. Bye, Vicky. Bye-bye.
Bye.